look like.
Oh, it's all right. You'll be fine. I mean, there's going to be like 300 people here in 2 seconds. I'm making coffee. Hold on. They're letting everybody know I'm here. It'll start scrolling with people.
Oh, here's 2.
Somebody coming? They can hear you talking to him. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hi, family. Hi. Ooh, what's going on? You got a number 1 gifter. Hi, Kayla. Hi, this is Chef Liz here today, and I don't see all my super fans and friends. Hey, Edgar. Hey, Robin. Robin, this is my friend who came over last night, and I said, you got to stay on and tell them how wonderful my food is.
She's awesome. I always get a goodie bag to go home with.
Told you.
You're in very good hands. Goodbye, my friend.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
You can just, I'm here all day, so
I'll
you
let
can just,
you know.
Okay, thanks. Love you.
Love you too.
Hi, everybody. That's my friend Randy. We run Girl Scouts together. We met through Girl Scouts, and now she's just my pal. Forever pal. She's a forever pal. Forever pal. Forever pal. See you. Bye. So so today we're gonna work on sort of recovery or supporting cancer recovery with good food and all that. Hi, Louise. Good morning. Hi, Luann. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Marilyn. Thanks for all the love. You guys are awesome. Hi, Mary. We are, so for those of you who don't know me, my name's Chef Liz, and we are working out of my home kitchen today. And this is our kitchen pharmacy class. And today, we're gonna kind of do a few different things. I all the time we're trying to, hi Cheryl, hold that thought. I have to get my mushroom coffee, or I can't start my day. All right, I'm back. So all the time I'm on here and okay, hold on. As usual, I'm a little kind of fakakta today. Anybody that knows Yiddish knows that word. But I have to make my mushroom coffee. So today we're going to talk about if you have a friend or a family member that has got a diagnosis with cancer, how can you support their recovery and healing? And we're gonna work from the perspective of food, obviously. Grand Rising, my love. It always starts amazing, honestly. That's my first start of the day. We do journaling and prayer and while I sit in my bed and not move. So these potatoes are a little tired and I'm gonna cut them while I'm talking to you. I'm gonna do a few recipes that are, full of organic food and love, and we'll talk about how can we support yourself, the person, all of that. And, I don't like to really talk about what you can't have. I'm always interested in talking. Hi, Taurus. I'm always talking about, thank you, Renee, for my heart, me. I'm always talking to you guys about what you can eat, because everybody's like, don't eat this, avoid this, eat this, and then they don't tell you what to do. So today, I do want to just start off with 3 things. One is foods that you really don't support cancer recovery. I just want to touch on them super quickly. And then, my notes didn't come off the thing, but I don't need them. And then, oh my gosh, you guys, you've already completed the first stage of the team quest. I don't even know what that is, but you guys did it. And thank you. So the first thing you want to do is, if you're using cancer, chemo and radiation, or you're taking the pills that they have, the most important thing is that you got to support your immune system. And how you do that through food is, right, clean, organic, fresh, good food. And one of the things they told my husband that's always stuck with me was fins and feathers, no red meat. And I think and I thought about that for a long time. Besides the way they raise it and what they put in the animals and all of that, if you're not using certified organic or, regenerative agriculture, is that your body takes a lot of time. It needs a lot of energy to digest that food. So if we come from the perspective of digestion, you need all of your might to heal. And when you add really good, clean food, you have a better chance of healing because you are, thank you for my gifts, Kanye. For obvious reasons, right? Thank you, C. Thank you. Yeah, I have hickory cabinets. They're really pretty. This is my favorite part. You want to see? That's my freezer and my refrigerator. And it's not one of those crazy expensive like Sub-Zero Thermidors. I did a lot of research. It's Electrolux. Great. And like a third of the price. And there's a ton of room. You want to see? So I love it. It's a little messy, but look at how much space. 19 cubic inches. Does that make sense? Same with this. Oh, so big. That's my freezer. All right. So 3 things that I would not touch with a cancer diagnosis. Sugar and sugar. No, there's 3 things. And my brain just totally lapsed. I know, right, Robin? Sugar, processed foods, anything processed, and like red meats. Yeah, thanks, Lisa. Red meats. And the reason why is because, again, well, first of all, sugar, you hear that thing, sugar feeds cancer cells. And a lot of doctors and a lot of people say, there is no evidence that sugar feeds cancer cells. But what sugar actually does is, and I believe that, but I think a better way to make people kind of say, oh, I get what they're saying, is they are, sugar breaks down the immune system. If you eat a lot of sugar, you're gonna break down your immune system. Period. End of story. And what your immune system is attacked when you're healing. Especially, thank you, Matt. Thanks for my rose. Thank you, Cheryl, for my heart me. That's the number one thing to me. It is sugar wreaks havoc on your immune system. So does dairy, believe it or not. Dairy creates a lot of inflammation, phlegm. That's another one. So there's 4 things: processed foods, sugar, meat, and dairy. If you can move those aside while you're healing and while your family member is healing or a friend, you're gonna have a better chance of, a good, healthy recovery. Does that include honey and fruit? Angia, if you're using a good raw organic honey and you're not overdoing it, I would go to, thank you for my potato. I would say, thank you, Ido. Good raw organic honey and you're not overdoing it, I would go to, thank you for my potato. I would say, thank you, Ido. Good raw organic honey and you're not overdoing it, I would go to, thank you for my potato. I would say, thank you, Ido. Good raw organic honey and you're not overdoing it, I would go to, thank you for my potato. I would say, thank you, Ido. Girl, benefit. And fruits, again, low sugar fruits. Berries are really good. I wouldn't spend my time eating a ton of fruit. You can eat fruit for sure. But the most important thing is, remember, I know for those of you that have been here before with me, when we talk about the expansive and contractive and we're eating sort of in the middle of that, where your balance is. Hi, June. Thanks for my heart, me. That's where you want to be. So whole grains, quinoa, millet, a good brown rice, short brown rice, lentils, and then you want to work towards 2 to 3 cups of vegetables a day. that helps fiber. It helps clear out the system. It makes you, go to the bathroom easier. And let me tell you something. When you're eating 1 apple a day and 3 cups of vegetables a day and lentils and grains, there is no time for any other food. Your body will not be looking for anything. Now, what I noticed, I had a friend who had bile duct liver cancer. And I remember her telling me, she passed, but I remember her saying to me she craved so much sugar. Good morning, Patricia. Have a beautiful day too. Thank you. Thank you, June. Thank you, Patricia, for my heart me. I think that, you will see that it is hard. You will crave that. And I think it's because the body is out of balance mostly. And that's why that happens to people. But the more that you can, and again, don't lose sleep. What about oats? I think you can have oats. We were going to make a cereal today. Now, I've showed you guys a cereal with like millet and quinoa. And this confuses me because 3 of the most clean eaters I know died of multiple myeloma and leukemia. So think about this for a second. I believe there's a very big component of if you're a clean eater. Look, Michio Kushi, who was the guru of all macrobiotic food, died of lung cancer because he smoked every day. I think what you have to think about is, and it's not a cop-out to clean organic food, I think there's a body, mind, and soul component to cancer. There's also environmental factors. So you might be eating super clean, but you're not cleaning out, the soul piece of cancer. There's a wonderful guy, I think his name is Chris Wark, and he wrote a book. He healed cancer and talked about the 3 sort of pieces of healing cancer, helped in cancer recovery. And I think, I'm not a doctor, Monitor, so to me, cancer is like, okay, I can tell you what my theory is based on being a whole foods, organic food and healing chef. Environmental factors, genetic is also, all of those things matter. I believe, hi Cece, say his name again, please. I don't know what that means, but I think that, so my feeling of what is cancer is, I think it's it could be, Monitor, I think it could be any of those things. I believe there's an emotional component. I think that's your opinion, Penny. I don't know. There's pesticides, pesticides could be pest control. I've been working with organic food for 40 years. Earthlings are simple tissue, pretty much. I believe that there's a component, a genetic component, an environmental component, an emotional component, and what do we put in our body component. Who wrote the book? Chris something, right? You know what I'm talking about? It's like, yeah, it's good. I bought it when my husband had cancer. It was really good. I bought his whole thing because I knew when I first started in food and healing, and when I got out of my cooking school, I was cooking for cancer patients. Hi, Pittsburgh. I can't remember. It's like Chris Rack, W-R-A-C-K. Maybe. I think that's his name. I don't remember, but I could find that. Oh, she meant Chris. Oh, say his name again. Yeah, I think it's like Chris Rack. I don't know. Let me see if I can find it right on my bookshelf. Hold on. It's in my office right here. No, I can't find it. I should have had it for you guys, but I did find a book that I love. This is a wonderful book. The only thing I'm worried about, I'm just going to cover this word because I don't, yeah, it's Chris Wark, yeah. This book, I'm just covering this word because it says defeat. and the powers that be might not like that word. But this book I love. It's 15 doctors of integrative and naturopathic medicine. And they talk about, a lot of information about why, who, what, where. It's actually really a very good reference book and very helpful. And the doctors in here are top notch. Brzezinski, Gonzalez. I mean, these men have been dedicating their lives to healing. Oh, mirror image. Okay, hold on. Oh, you can't change the mirror image till you're on. That's why I think I forget all the time. Okay, here. Oh, all right. Well, we'll see. I mean, I'm already see that we're slow today, but that's what happens. So this book is wonderful. If you can find it, I'll see if I can find it and I'll post it in my thing. I must be blocked. What do you mean, Lisa? Good morning. Good morning, storage manager. I'm having a terrible connection. Isn't that weird? I wonder. All right, so I want to show you a couple of recipes that are going to be really helpful. And I want to show you some vegetables. Now, we did all that cauliflower. I'm not ready to give you those cauliflower recipes. I'm a little bit annoyed. They didn't come out the way I wanted them to. So I might repeat that class during the week or just send you the good recipes. So give me a couple more days for that. And then we'll figure it out. All right, so then we have our broccoli. I'm going to show you a soup. Now, I was thinking, I believe my years of mainly oil fried food growing up took years to catch up. Cheryl, I agree with that. I think, you don't, and if you can get rid of seed oils, I mean, I've been talking about seed oils, I don't know, for 5 or 6 years, and now it's really hot. It's the newest, latest thing. And that's great. I'm excited about that. If you can get rid of seed oils, all the better. Cook with beef tallow. My vegetarian fans, you could do coconut oil. Nobody really talks about palm oil, but if you get an organic palm oil, I know I'm going to make people very angry. I don't use it, but good AM, everyone. Good morning, Apple. Good morning, Kazdenia. I like that name. So, hi, Ravenheart. So I'm just kind of prepping all my vegetables right now, and we're going to use them. I want to make you guys sort of a double lentil soup with red. I thought I had green lentils. I know I have green split peas, and I can't find them. I put them somewhere. I want to make you guys a little bit of oatmeal. We've done that a couple of times, but I want to show it to you for the people who haven't had it. Do like an overnight oats. And then, I made this. I don't know if you guys were around for the Christmas thing and when I did the snacks for Christmas, but this is the snacks that I kind of leave on my counter for people. And in here, it's, now it's got dried fruit, but it doesn't have a lot. And I think, if you're recovering from cancer and you can't get it, what I would say is, I don't think it's that big of a deal to eat this when you're, just so that you have a little something if you can't, better than a candy bar. People do say they can eat dark chocolate with in cancer recovery, but again, that stuff would be moderation here. So in here these are organic dried pineapple. I have a little bit of dried mango. There's pumpkin seed and goji berry, shredded coconut. This is a great snack. I leave it in a mason jar on my shelf, and it's it's here. A little handful, like that much on a plate, is so easy to eat, and it fills you and gives you it's just so good, it gives you enough nutrition. Do you have recipes somewhere for this snack? Jenny, it's in the book of Face, and I think I did this. I don't think I wrote this one. Let me write it for you guys. And remember, it takes me a few days, up to a week sometimes, to get all this information out to you. And my cookbook is ready, so I'm gonna be spending time getting it on Amazon today, and then it takes up to 72 hours. So I'm gonna do that today, and then tomorrow I'll be back at all the recipes. So let me put this, you guys. I mean, this is a great jar of snack. It's super healthy. It's just a powerhouse of good stuff. Am I able to review this live somewhere? Yes, I'm going to be posting all of that. I know I'm super slow. I'm sorry, guys. But it'll all be, good morning, Copper Queen. It'll all be up on the YouTube. Chef, this is so random, but did you dye your hair? If so, do you use something organic? Storage, I do dye my hair, but you can see it's time. And I use that, what's that company, the mail order one? I use some of the stuff from work, but now that I have gray hair, it's probably the only chemical I use, which is so bad, but I don't want to look, I don't look good with gray hair. Hair dye. So there's a company called, I'll look it for you, but I know that, is it at Madison Reed? Is that the name of it? What's the title? Oh, the title is Ladle of Love. What do you mean that Facebook's gonna delete everything past 30 days? What does that mean? Like information, posts and stuff? That'll be a stink bomb. I will forever color my hair. I know, I feel like that's the only thing, you know? I don't do drugs, I don't do the snack you just showed. I don't, so this is something like you can do, you can put what you love in here. But again, remember, this is all, everything in here is organic. Recovering from cancer's simple thing just takes having wiped out 3 types in a month. That's awesome. Good for you. So I have in here mango, dried mango and dried pineapple, pumpkin seed. I have, these are all actually Tierra Farms, which is an organic nut and dried fruit company. I love them. All grade 65, I have to use color too. I know, it's the only thing I do. I mean, I can't be perfect. I feel like I try and live this lifestyle, like all my cleaning products, all my everything, even some of my sheets now are certified organic. So in here is shredded coconut flakes, pineapple, mango, cashews, pumpkin seed, goji berries, and actually I have some pistachio in here too. So you can, so what's great about a snack like this, and get a mason jar, keep it in glass. Good morning, Lady D. Be nice. Hi, be nice. I'm a diabetic. Is this snack good for me? I think so. There's not, I mean, I don't have a lot of dried fruit in here. It's very little, so you're only gonna get 1 or 2 pieces. You'd have to see, you know, check your sugar when you eat it. I'm 39 and gray and developed an allergy to dye. Oh, can you use like a henna or something? Can you henna your hair? Listen, that's okay. You're probably stunningly beautiful. It probably doesn't matter. Good morning, Mildred. Okay, now, wait, I want to put that snack in here. Okay, so that's a snack. The other thing is Manuka honey. I would say, yeah, that's no problem. I do in the oatmeal, sometimes I'll do a golden, like a coconut sugar, but very, very, very little, very little. Definitely no processed sugar. Happy Wednesday, Vital. Happy Wednesday. Hi, Madison. Okay, so now I'm doing this. I took some, I wanted to show you quick, like, ways to make vegetables taste good so that you're like, oh, you know, some people are like, they're sick of vegetables. My hair is looking just like yours at the roots, 1 inch. I know. I call myself George Washington. my roots get bad. I'm like, oh my God, I look like George Washington. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna do for Easter when we do our little Easter thing and Passover. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna do for Easter when we do our little Easter thing and Passover. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna do for Easter when we do our little Easter thing and Passover. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna do for Easter when we do our little Easter thing and Passover. I want to do. It's okay. You don't have to worry about that. I want to do. It's okay. You don't have to worry about that. I want to do. It's okay. You don't have to worry about that. I want to do. It's okay. You don't have to worry about that. Down from like a professional type of stove, you can do 400. Down from like a professional type of stove, you can do 400. And it might take a. Maurice, can you hear me? I'm online. It might take a. Maurice, can you hear me? I'm online. It might take a. Maurice, can you hear me? I'm online.